Okay, welcome folks. A lot of you have asked me to provide you with more details about what VIP is all about. Okay, let me first tell you what VIP is not. It is not a signal service. Okay, it's an educational program where I, as your mentor, teach you about ICT principles, and then we engage with price, live price action. Okay, we call out, right, where the market's going. I call out how to engage with price, and we look at various setups. Okay, we do trade live, and I'll talk about what live trading means in a moment, but that doesn't mean that I encourage students to trade with live capital. Okay, while I do provide live trade setups inside of the VIP community, my rules for the program is that while you're learning as a student, you engage with price on paper or using a demo trading account. Now, let me just touch on what I mean by live trading. I don't get on a Zoom call and look at the market live. Okay, I'll show you what it is that we do, right? I do call out setups in advance in the community, but I don't get on live calls and say and talk about we don't do live trades in terms of getting on a Zoom call. Okay, so for example, let me just talk about a couple of things we've done this week. This is the kind of information that I will post. Okay, this is the setup, right, that I will post where I'll say use this, and this is just the image. There is a description alongside this image that I'm not showing you. It's inside of the VIP community. But every day, typically, I will come in and I will provide some guidance on the directional bias for that particular day. Here I've said we're using 15-minute order blocks to look for a setup for a long, and the target, you can see the vertical line at the top is 2627. Okay, that's a decent move. Now that move materialized, that was here. Okay, this down, we had this down pump. Now these here, you can see down the bottom, this is a setup that I provided inside of VIP, and VIP traded this up to 2627. That is a decent move, folks, inside of the VIP community. So inside of the community, we were able to generate hundreds of pips with that specific setup. Now, I teach in VIP, just like I mentioned on my YouTube channels, that I'm not looking for the best exit, right? Even though I can call the draw on liquidity, I will tend to take exits at key logical price points. So with this explosive move up, all I'm looking for as an easy target is a market coming up into this premium PDRA. Okay, and that's exactly how I traded that with size, right? I trade with size because I want to get in and out of the market quick. I don't have to wait for the ultimate target. As some students, they do that, and that's fine. It's their choice. That's what I teach, right? The draw on liquidity, the entry techniques, okay, and where to take partials. Now, the cool thing is during the day, I'm with VIP all day. We're looking at every session, and we're talking about how price is moving and behaving at certain times, at certain price points, at certain PDRAs. And we're learning, right, inside of the VIP group, as price is moving in the direction of our forecast, we're learning about different things, okay? So that's the setup, and then I post the trade that I've taken, right, and where I've taken that exit, right, and then sometimes I'll also do a deep dive video talking about the entry and the exit and how I managed that trade. So as I said, when I'm trading, I'm just looking for easy exits. In this case, I've just taken that trade off at the premium PDRA. That was my initial target. It's not a trade that I closed manually. That was the initial target from the get-go, which is indicated by that green bar, okay? So as soon as prices come into that premium PDRA from the discount PDRA, from where I entered that, you can look at the price at the top, entered at that 2590 level, traded it all the way up to 2609. Beautiful move, okay, all done in advance, and the VIP group were also part of that setup. They were able to take advantage of that setup. Again, in VIP, I recommend and encourage they do that on paper or on a demo trading account, okay? Ultimate target was back up to this swing, or that level there. Okay, we've got a horizontal line there, 2627. As I showed you, that's exactly where that market headed up to, right, on that particular day. Now, let's look at another day. Okay, so this is from just Friday, right? I'm showing you very recent examples. I'm not going back and picking the best days. This is just from Friday, right? I'm showing you all these examples from this week. So here I said that we are headed up to 2627, right? On Friday morning, I've said this before the market's even opened, right? Now, if you look at what's happened on Friday morning, let's go to Friday, okay? That is here, okay? So Friday morning, you can see that, let me turn on sessions so it's a bit easier to pick. There's the Asia session, okay? Friday, all this is Friday, right? We had a nice movement up, okay? VIP traded all this move up, all the way up to these highs, 2627, which is exactly where I said that market would be headed, right? So previous setup, target was to this level, right? Above there. You can see the market reached exactly that level, okay? Then we had this move down. Some students shorted that move down. I didn't provide any setups to go short, okay, because my directional bias was to the long side, and typically I will provide setups inside of VIP for their learning to trade in alignment with the higher time frame, okay, objective, which was 2627, which we did get, okay, but this was just a stop hunt, as I explained to VIP, and then the following day, which is Friday, we also traded this back up to take out previous daily highs, okay? So we had a beautiful week, and most of our weeks, I've got to say, have been absolutely stellar, right? Absolutely stellar. We're hitting all of our targets, and we're learning a lot along the way, and having a lot of fun in the process. Okay, now once I do those trades, I then post up my results. Okay, VIP know what I'm entering because I let them know I'm entering, taking along at a particular level, so they know, and they've got the setups in advance. As I said, on this day we've already established where we're going. Now this video here is a deep dive afterwards, right? At the end of the day when my trades are closed, I typically will record a video as a deep dive so that they understand what I was looking for in more detail, okay, how I was entering on shorter time frames, which VIP students already know because I've taught them those teachings, right, how to look for these sniper entries on 1 minute time frames in alignment with the high time frame objective using 15-minute bullish order blocks or any type of ICT signature, okay? So as I said, once the trades are closed from my end, I then journal them and then I do a deep dive video, okay? So this was one portion of that trade on Friday where I had taken along from there. VIP know exactly why I've taken that long. Okay, basically we're coming into bullish order blocks, right? We've got nice expansion, right? Coming back down, pulling back into the bullish order blocks. VIP know exactly how to look for that. Okay, and then that's my entry at 2597. You can see it there. Okay, that's one portion. Okay, then I've got multiple positions on. Okay, this particular position was taken off at big figure 2610, which is right there. Okay, here it says 2609.50 because I set my targets just a bit short from big figures because often just before you get to a big figure, sometimes you get a pullback. So to avoid that, I typically, if I'm targeting 2610, then I'll just reduce the target maybe by 25 pips or so, just slightly under, just to make sure that I don't miss an opportunity to close out locking those profits. Okay. Now VIP know exactly why I've chosen that as a level to take partials. Okay. And they're watching me. We're talking about this as the day evolves. Right? We don't just put the don't just document the setups and then leave them. Throughout the day, we're talking about price. I'm looking at their charts. They're asking me questions. I'm answering those questions. We're having a lot of fun in the way. We're having a lot of fun on our journey as the day evolves, and we're learning collectively as a group as the day evolves, as price moves around towards our ultimate objective. Okay. Now I also had another 7 lot, which I closed out, and I told VIP in advance I'm going to be closing out all of my trade here at the 4 hourly fair value gap closure, which is what this candle here in New York did. But ultimately, this moved up all the way to take the target, which was 2627. Right? If I jump back to the charts, you can see Friday, beautiful day to trade, right? All the way down where we got in. Okay, I got in there. Okay, a 5 lot, and then I also got in here, here exactly there on that 7 lot. Okay, and I'll tell you one in a moment. And that trade went all the way up to take out previous daily high, which was the target 2627, as I've shown you. Okay, 2627, because at the start of the day, let's see if I can find that. I've said to them that we're looking for the market to go back up to previous daily highs, up to 2627. Okay, now why did I take some of that long? Well, inside of VIP, this video, which I've posted, which is a deep dive video of the day, talks about exactly those entries. But let me also walk you through it right now. Okay, it's basically all based on high probability setups, okay, on lower time frames. But basically, if I just jump to a 1 hour chart just to make it nice and easy, okay, we're just trading off bullish order blocks or any ICT signatures, right? So you can see that there's a fair value gap here. Okay, there's fair value gap here. So we're trading off all of those, right? There's another fair value gap there, which is going to be deeper. Okay, but that is essentially high time frame ICT bullish signatures that I'm teaching inside of VIP. Now, we go into a lot more detail. We'll jump down to smaller time frames. And these are very basic ICT signatures. I teach very high probability ICT signatures, right? That are a little bit more advanced on lower 1 minute time frames to get the sniper entries. Okay, and we do that. Now, sometimes, before I show you some of the classroom where I have lessons, let me show you sometimes what I do is I provide the exact setup, right? And on a shorter time frame, right? This is where we get our sniper entries on that 1 minute time frame. Here, I'm telling them this is the 1 minute order block, stops below here, targets above here, right? And then, those trades work out and we journal them. So this was that exact same trade where we have met. If I go back, you can see the profit for that, take profit for that was 2655, entry down here, okay, at 2648, and that target was met, right? 2655. Straight to target. So VIP, sometimes we'll provide those exact entries, not all the time, because I want them to engage with price and learn using the teaching that I've already taught them. They don't need me to give them this. I've already taught them how to identify this, but sometimes I'll do this just to help them keep them on track. Okay. Now, all of those things are inside of these modules that I have for VIP. Okay. Inside of the module, multiple lessons, right? Different things that we're going through. The videos on here. There's a whole range of different lessons that are built for VIP. Okay. Where there's videos and a whole range of different lessons, market makeup, buy models, how to read the tape, market makeup, sell models, how to do some analysis after your trades, and our high probability setups, which has examples of charts and videos. These are all, and trades, executions. All of these modules have live trade executions that I have done inside of VIP or outside of VIP, where I'm teaching them exactly from real world trading. Okay, so that's what VIP is about. But more importantly, the way that the teachings work is that I will provide VIP every day, right, some kind of guidance on the draw on liquidity. And then as the day evolves, as each session starts, I will provide further guidance on what we're looking for, entry setups, and what type of high probability setups to look for, what type of ICT signatures to look for, and I'm trading as well. Okay, and that's where the value is. I found that students learn by watching me trade, right? I'll give them guidance at the start, and then they will learn because I will trade in alignment with the higher time frame objective that I've communicated in advance, right? The trade plan is provided to VIP in advance at the start of the day, and then I will trade in alignment with that plan, okay? And that's the value. That's where I found students are learning the most, right? Because I'm showing them when I'm entering, where I'm targeting, when I'm taking partials, okay, and the overall draw on liquidity, and then I'm guiding them to identify setups in alignment with that directional bias using the modules, right? There's a whole range of setups to look for because every day is different. We're not going to get the same ICT signatures all the time. They vary, okay? And it's understanding which ones to use, and that's all in the classroom module, and I'll continue to add to those modules as I continue to trade within VIP, okay? So that's what VIP is about. It's not a signal service, it's an educational program, but we are trading live, right? We are engaging with price every day, right? And every session in alignment with the directional bias that I set every day, okay? So I invite you to join VIP. Right now, just for this last couple of weeks, I have a low price, okay, at $197 per month. Now, if you pay in advance for 12 months, then you will get a discount. You can pay $897, right? One lump sum payment and get 12 months of access, okay? Now, you want to do that now because that is the current lowest price that will never be offered ever again. You want to lock that price in while you can, because next year, when we get into January, the monthly fee for members, new members, will be $497 per month, okay? So you want to lock in your low price now before I increase the price, because this low price will never be offered again, just like the launch price of $97 per month, right, will never be offered ever again. Okay, and the value that I provide is that the setups that we learn about, right, and that we engage with during the day are high quality momentum setups, right? They're not small 20, 30 pip setups. We're talking 70 pips, 100 pips every single day, right? That's the value. That's why this is a premium service, okay? And you want to lock in this low price now before this price is increased next year, okay? So the link is in the description below this video, okay? Or if you're watching this on another page on one of my resources, then the link will be somewhere on that page. I invite you to join VIP. Hopefully you can join within December of 2024 and lock in this lower price, okay? Because next year, in 2025 of January, right, the price will go to $497 per month. So lock in your low price now where you can, okay? Hope the video is useful. I want to talk with you in a future video.